Hello and happy day to you. Today, by request, we are doing a tapping sequence that is tapping for writers. So this request was made specifically in reference to feeling resistance to writing or working on your writing, revising a draft, whatever it may be. And if you're not a writer, no worries. This may perhaps spark some inspiration to whip out some Valentine's Day poems. Who knows? So we're not going to do a lot of chit chat for this one. We're going to jump right in. So before we do, go ahead and take a nice easy breath as always, in through the nose and blowing it out through the mouth. All right, so we're going to start on the side of the hand. So please follow along with me through the tapping points and repeat after me either out loud or in your mind. And again, as always, feel free to change the wording as much and as liberally as you need to. Alrighty, here we go. Even though I feel so much resistance around writing, I accept these feelings and myself completely. Even though working on my writing is going rougher than I expected, and I worry I've invested too much time on this topic to change it now, I accept and honor these feelings, and I'm open to moving through them now. Last time here. Even though part of me is questioning whether I should write about this topic, and I feel worry and resistance around this, I completely love and accept myself and all of my feelings anyway. Okay, moving to the top of the head. My writing. All this resistance. It's going rougher than I expected. I feel worried. I need to get this writing done. But I feel so much resistance to it. This stress and resistance in my body and mind, I acknowledge it now. This concern that I haven't processed this topic as much as I thought. This worry about completely changing it now, because I've already done a rough draft. All this worry, all this resistance around my writing. I'm choosing to hold space for these feelings now and give my body permission to release this resistance and worry stress now. I allow this stress to move through me and out of me, to be recycled back into the earth, making space for creativity and flow. I give myself permission to write whatever comes to me, even if it ends up being something completely different than what I was writing before. I honor that my writing won't be perfect. And the truth is, that's okay. I give myself permission for it to be messy. It doesn't mean I'm falling behind. There will be plenty of time to clean it up later. And I'm open to getting started now. I acknowledge I'm a thoughtful and talented writer. and I'm curious and excited to see what flows out of me next. All right, so we're gonna let that go. Release your arms, take a stretch or a wiggle if you need to. As always, we'll take a nice easy breath, breathing in through the nose and letting it go out through the mouth. So that is our quick tapping sequence for writers, specifically if you're feeling some resistance to sitting down and writing or revising something that you have already written. And again, we have some holidays coming up here pretty soon, so if you're not a writer or don't consider yourself to be a writer, perhaps this might spark some inspiration for you to whip out a couple of holiday poems, who knows. So that is it for us today, short and sweet. But if you have recommendations or requests for specific topics, as we did here today, the request for tapping for writers, please feel free to send them my way. I am happy to entertain those because I'm here to help. So let me know how that went for you. And if you know a writer, send this to them. You may actually help them out. So sharing is caring. And I will see you next week for the next edition of Tapping Tuesday. Until then, take care and keep shining.